Hi guys, in this video I want to talk about how to explore Haskell using ghci. Let's start our ghci. Okay, we started with ghci, and now we can. The first command which I want to talk about is info. We can get information about type classes using info. For example, let's take information about functor. What is functor? And we can ask the Haskell about it. And we see here the type class, how type class defined. Okay, we can see what functor is f that have kind from star to star and have such functions. fmap, this function, and the minimal definition is fmap. Also, we can see the instances. We can see that the A is instance of functor and the list instance of functor. Okay, so we collect some information about type class. Also, we can get information about type constructor. For example, we can info maybe. We want to know about maybe type constructor. What is maybe? And here we can see it definition. That is nothing or just a. It takes some parameter a, and also we can see instances of which implements this data type. Okay, EQ, monad, functor, etc. And this is data constructors. Okay, and also we can get information about function. For example, we can get information about ID function. What is ID function? It has a type. We can see its type. It's a function from A to A. Okay, and we can put any function here and get its type. But also, and we can see here what I request a function which is defined in type class, and also we can see a type class on which this function defined. Also, we can get information about types using just such a command, and then we input the function name. Okay, now we can see that this is only the type signature of this function. We can see that function, let's take function from A to B, f at A, and returns f at B. Okay, and f must be functor instance. Okay, the next useful command in ghci is such a command which allow us to execute shell commands. And here, for example, I can input any command. For example, I can put if I want to know a list of files, I can put ls in this directory, in the current directory the program is started, and I can see that it has one file on it, and I also from Haskell ghci can read this file without closing ghci. Okay, and if I and also I can clear all screen, for example. Okay, if I don't need this information which I input at earlier times. Okay, next useful feature of ghci is allow us to input multiple lines in ghci. To start this, we need to open the braces, and we open it with such a command. we open it, and then we can start to write in definitions for functions, for example, which takes many lines. Okay, I can write f of 0 is 1 or 7, for example, and next I can write f at from 7 is 100, and then any number you get, I convert it to 9, for example. Okay, and I done. And this is my function definition. I close the brackets, and I can call f here. For example, f from 1 gives me 9, because this pattern is the code, the execution by this pattern. Okay, and f from 7 gives me 100. Okay, and next useful feature in ghci help us to make the command prompt look a little bit nicer. When we do imports, for example, we can import data, maybe, I don't know, it can be any import or data list. You can see that all these imports became to grow, and the command prompt became to look too verbose, and it's not nice. And how can we remove all this? We can use a command which in such a command set and prompt, and then the command line, the start symbol of our command line. Let's execute it, and we can see what we have, such beautiful short command line. Of course, we can call some functions, so see the definition or the type signature of functions, and so on. Okay, and that's, I think, all about ghci. But what I miss in ghci is that I can't to see the function definitions in it. For example, if I want to see the function definition of map, okay, I can see only type signature of these functions, and I can see the function definition. How to find the function definitions, or if I want to find definition of type classes, instances of type classes for certain type, how can I find this information? I can see only the types. Okay, and for this feature I recommend to use hoogle or hoogle. Okay, we can type here, it's like a Google for Haskell. We can type here any function name, and it get us information about it. For example, we can search for map. Okay, what is map? And here we get a result of what is map. Now we can click on it, and it leads us to the definition of this function, and we can see that its type, and here we can click on source code, and we got the definition of map. It's very useful to find the definitions of functions. And also we can back to hoogle, and what if you want to see the definition of some type class instance for certain types. Okay, what if I interested in maybe type? Okay, I input maybe and I see here what I can get information and maybe I click on it, and here I can see a source code of maybe definition, of maybe type definition, and here I can see all instances, and I can see and I can go to any instance and check for its implementation. Okay, I can see, for example, how functor for maybe is defined. I can click on source, and I can see what functor for maybe is defined such a way. It has one fmap function which gets nothing if it get on input nothing, or just apply to just value a function. And we can request any type here. It is a very useful feature. Also, I found some useful program. How can we also see the definitions of functions? It's called lambda bot. You need to install it, and here we can also request the definitions of function. For example, how to do this? We must to input an src and some function here. Okay, and here I got a definition from command line. For example, fmap. Oh, it can't find fmap. I don't know why, but I think it can kind. Sorry. We don't need braces here. Source not found. Strange. Okay, the lambda dot is found map, but it can find fmap. I don't know why. I don't use it a lot, but as a variant you can use it. You can try to use it. And here we see the map definition. Okay, and thanks for watching. Put the like button and subscribe and write comments, and sorry for my English. Thanks.